We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SideScrollersPodcast.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to ya. Hi. Hi, I'm Stuttering Craig. Good to see you. Are you ready for a great day? You are. Oh boy, are you? Because the show has been restored this morning. It's still the middle of the night for her, but she's back. Ladies and gentlemen, she is back. Blabs.
What day is it?
Guess what day it is?
Monday. Hello,
Guess
chat.
Day it is. How are you doing? How you feeling? How you holding up?
I have the jet lag, but other than that, I'm pretty good. I had a great time in Japan. Totally recommend it. It was the best time in a very long time. But yeah, I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning after sleeping for 3 hours. So, yeah, I made eggs at like 5 in the morning. Yeah.
5 a.m. eggs. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're glad you're back. It was Steph did a great job last week, but obviously we're here back, ready to go, and we're back to normal, which is good. We are filled with normal men. And I see you gave your best effort today on today's poll. The chat poll, simply have a poll.
Yeah.
Really just hit the ground. You really just hit the ground running, didn't you, Blabs?
You didn't read out the options. It's okay or sure, thanks.
Well, a quick reminder that the poll is supposed to drive people to give thumbs up to the show, as opposed to just having.
They're all giving thumbs up now. Watch. You just watch.
Okay, I'm watching right now. We're at 193. I'll look back again. I'll go back again after we introduce Flash. Let's go, Flash. How you doing, buddy?
A lot better than Warner Brothers.
Oh, what's going on with Warner Brothers?
Just Joker only made like $7 million over the weekend.
Dude, I heard all
that's what's
about
wrong with
that.
Warner Brothers. It did so bad that album that Lady Gaga put out, man, that thing flopped too. Because she launched an album next to that movie, which no one talks about. And that thing fell to 97 on the charts on iTunes. Estimated 30,000 copies total sold of the album.
Wow. Okay. Lady Gaga did that?
Yeah. Well, you know what else is funny if you think about it? Warner has 2 Batman failures now, Suicide Squad and Joker. So we're looking at like $400 million in the hole on Batman-related properties.
Wow. Is Batman dead? Is that what we're going at now? Is that what we're going with? Batman being dead?
Yeah.
Oh, Joker's definitely a little butthurt.
Listen, all really is like 3 times or whatever. By
3 different guards.
Yeah. Listen, Batman only just has to do one thing to defeat Joker now. So
the best thing has been the memes, though. I saw one yesterday. I had a good chuckle too, where the animated series Joker was getting bent over by an Arkham guard.
I like your choice of words, bent over.
Oh yeah.
What?
Bent over and plugged.
Okay.
Bend over. Ugh, it goes right over Craig's head.
No, I get it. I totally understood it. It's good. Well, look, we got a lot going on today. I'm glad everybody's here. We have a couple great guests joining us today. We're going to be joined by Kabrutus coming up in about 35 minutes or so. We're going to be talking about the Sweet Baby Inc. firing, as well as we're going to be joined by Endymion at noon today and about 55 minutes from now. So we got a lot of fun going on today, a lot of guests popping in and out throughout the show. We plan on doing a lot more of that as we continue along. We're going to get into this Pokemon leak a little bit. Steam says you will own nothing and like it. We have some good news for Blabs and even better news for Blabs. Have you looked at those? Have you snuck a peek at those yet, Blabs? Don't do it.
No.
Good. Don't do that. Don't sneak a peek, because I think you're going to be very, very, yes, you're going to be very, very excited for it. But I would be remiss if I didn't let everybody know that today is Columbus Day. So happy Columbus Day to everybody and celebrating in the United States. If you're not celebrating in the United States, it's Monday. Congratulations to you. There you go.
Did it.
We are live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. We also have an X account where you can find out that Flash is going to be on the show, and you can watch us over there, which is great. We also have an Instagram account, don't we, Blabs?
We do, so file some memes and clips of the show. Otherwise, some sort of violence upon you and your pickles.
I was hoping that you would incorporate some sort of Japanese ninja violence into today's show.
I will summon all the samurai from Osaka, and they will kill you.
Okay, that's pretty deep. I was
Power World.
just gonna think ninja kick the damn rabbit. That's a reference right there. But we also have you can listen to the show over on Apple Podcast and Spotify starting today, because Blabs will actually be uploading it, which is good.
I kept getting notifications. Where's Spotify? Where's this? I'm like, I'm not
Yep. Yep. So if you guys want to go listen to the show, you can do it starting today. And for those of you listening to the show, we apologize. Actually, I apologize for not uploading it the last 2 weeks, but we're back and here we are. So glad you're here. And of course, we encourage you guys to head over to sidescrollspodcast.com, become members over there, which is great. If you are new to the channel, listen, guys, it is now safe starting today to celebrate 100,000 subscribers. I didn't feel really good about it, because like Blabs was gone. But now that Blabs is back, we can officially celebrate 100,000 subscribers, specifically 102,692 normal men. Great. Let's do it.
I'd also like to wish everybody a happy Columbus Day, a day for winners.
Flash, I just did that a second ago.
Oh, I was making a thumbnail. Sorry.
That's good. Hopefully your thumbnail was really quality. Yes.
I had to find a picture of Chris Kindred.
That's easy. I can send you a bunch.
I found a good one.
Yeah. Hey, Blabs, you were right. People did thumbs up. We're at 411 thumbs up right now.
Shut up, chat.
Our goal is 1,000. So let's keep on driving those rookie numbers up there, and let's get there. But yes, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. God, I'm so fucking
Why do we
tired.
celebrate losers?
Hey, can we talk about this for a second? And yes, of course we can, because it's my show. Okay. This is the dumbest thing ever. The idea that, like, is that not just the most trophy generation thing in the world, that you're going to celebrate? Like, history is built around conquest.
That's right.
Winners and losers. People go in and they destroy entire civilizations. They take it over and they win. That is what happens.
Boy, I sure wish I was still living in a hut.
Yes.
Tiki hut. And putting chicken feathers on my body when I'm sick.
Just saying, like, we've progressed. Things have gotten better. All right. Like, it's fine. They were there. I love it. That's awesome. But let's celebrate the fucking winners here. Okay. Guy, he's a winner. He's a winner. He's a winner. We're not handing out trophies for things that happened in 1492 when Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I'm just saying. Whatever. Anyways, happy Columbus Day, everybody. It's my English.
Viva
American.
Italia.
Viva,
I remember when I was
Italia.
I remember when I took anthropology as an elective, and the teacher was telling us how bad the West is. And like, they lock out Eastern medicine. And one of the things that we learned about was how, like, the tribal guys dance with chickens on a hilltop. And it's like, well, it's probably for good reason. She hated me because I was always making fun of that shit. But, like, that's what we're simping for. People dancing with chickens to heal the sick.
To be fair,
heal the
chickens are
sick.
amazing. Yum yum.
Yeah, well, they don't heal people. They fill bellies.
Well, maybe we should find a bunch of
Chickens?
yeah. Well,
I can help.
Oh, I know. I'm sure you can. No, we should find a bunch of Native Americans and give them trophies, because that's what we're doing here by handing out national days.
No, you don't hand them trophies. You go to the. Never mind.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Flash.
I was gonna say what else you could hand them. Like, never mind.
Yeah. Well, look, we got a lot going on today, so we're gonna hit every single super chat along the way, every direct donation, every single Rumble rant. including girth-shattering news, who came in with the 10. Says, just some normal, innocent support for some normal, innocent men. Where's the Steph? Did Blabs bring violence on her and her pickles for trying to take your jib? No, Blabs did not kill Steph, which is great. Although that weird smile is very odd. Steph is still alive. So Matthew came in with the 10, says, watch Terrifier 3 last weekend in the theaters. Way better than Joker 2. Also, it's Thanksgiving in Canada. And it is way better than all the other Thanksgivings because I get a day off. There you go, Matthew.
The irony that a clown movie is #1 and it's not Joker.
Right.
Not lost on me.
A lot of them right there. Thank you, Rio. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
One time, Bandcamp says, "Who is this girl? This girl coasting the show? She's a face on the rise, kids. Face on the rise." Ruddy says he saved Princess Peach is what he did. He was a brave Italian plumber in this house. Columbus was a hero. End of story. Happy Columbus Day, guys. Thank you, Ruddy. Appreciate that. Jonathan came in as the member for 23 months. The old Game Freak thing. Dan says, how's everybody? And welcome back, Blast, from an amazing trip in Japan. Blast, fill us in while I scroll some of these super chats on the bottom of the screen. Fill us in on your trip to Japan before we get to Day in Gaming
the
History.
first day I was there, we did,
Hold on. I got one better. Blabs. It's time for a 2-minute review. Blabs, you got 2 minutes to review Japan. Go.
Okay, so the first night I was there, I met up with people, and usually when you do like a cheer with alcohol, you say like chin chin or cheers. Well, in Japan it's kampai, but I didn't know that in Japan, chin chin means something else. Yeah, kampai is
that probably means something else too.
Listen. So in chin chin in Japanese means
dick.
So when I went chin chin, I had a bunch of Japanese men look at me. That was my first thing I did wrong in Japan. I went chin chin. They got a lot of reactions. A dick.
Oh,
But Japan was awesome. Really loved it. The people are there so courteous, so nice, so friendly, and everything just works. It's efficient. It functions. It's practical. It's like the little things too, like heated toilet seats. Awesome. Who doesn't want a warm butt? It's great when you're out in the rain or something. Perfect. So yeah, I really loved it. I had a great time. I went to Osaka. I went to Tokyo. Can't complain. I wish, honestly, I didn't really want to leave, but I was like, I kind of have to go home at this point because tourism is a lot. And I was breaking the bank, but yes. I did a lot of shopping. There's like 5 bags full of stuff.
I wouldn't want to leave either. Low crime.
Oh, dude, so
no
nice
migrants.
There. Oh, fun story. They hate the Chinese there.
I bet they do.
Because they're really rude. I have a story. I went to Nintendo Land, Craig.
You did?
Oh my God, amazing.
You got 10 seconds.
I did too. I went to the one in Hollywood.
Well, I went to the one in Tokyo. Not Tokyo, Osaka.
What do you give your trip to Japan?
10 on 10.
It's time for a 2-minute review.
Now, I would have liked to ask her about the retro stores and stuff. Can we extend a little
fun.
bit?
Yeah, okay. You can.
I should have asked you to. I would have give you some money to send me some games. I should.
Yeah, there was tons, and like I went to the arcades too, and there was just like lines and lines and lines of old school games. Even like Mario Kart, where you can go drive around, super fun. Consoles, old and retired consoles, just stacked up on shelves on top of each other that you could buy. Wow.
I would love to go get a Super Famicom, and a lot of the exclusives
I saw those.
They had there. Yeah, and it's
I think it was
so much cheaper.
I think it was like the oldest, like the first Game Boy Advance or something ever released. I can't remember. I have a photo of it, but like there was some really cool historical stuff that they had signs around saying "Not for sale, do not ask,
do not touch."
Why does it sound like that, Blabs?
Because they had it behind like glass and it's like, dude, there's some translations that were hilarious, but yeah, I'm not gonna make fun of them because I can't speak Japanese, but yeah.
Why does it sound like this, Blabs? I don't understand why it sounded like that.
Samurai voice.
Because that's how if you push the read prompter, they specifically make them all sound like angry Japanese samurai.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It's a sales point for the gaijin.
Yes.
Yeah, for the old gaijin, which Blabs certainly is. So did you go to Super Potato? Super Potato is like the most famous retro store in Akihabara.
Yes, I did. And I
Mhm.
was like, what the hell is this name? But yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Super Potato. They have the chair made out of entirely retro games. Did you sit in the chair? The throne?
No.
No?
No,
Oh.
I
okay.
don't think it was there.
Uh-oh. They must have changed
Unless I
things.
must have missed it or it wasn't there, but yeah. But
Well-
really cool. I had a great time. And the weather was really great. It was a bit humid for my liking, but other than that, really, really cool.
Well, you
And
know,
I
if-
accidentally walked into like the hentai section and I was like, boobs everywhere, and I ran back.
What she's not telling you is that she spent $1,000 in the
That's right.
hentai
Yeah,
section.
totally spent $1,000 on like Rule 34 free rent.
that's
No.
that is the 5 bags.
She's buying all
that-
the Yuri art.
It's actually all Harry Potter stuff. I went gaga there, but yeah.
Of course you
Buy
did.
the Yuri Harry Potter art.
No.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sure.
Hey, look at this. Mark of Reality came in with a $50 Rumble rant saying, to be fair, Columbus. Man, I'm so glad you get to press that button instead of me now. That was
You're welcome.
I want to see her rule 34.
Oh dear.
Says, to be fair, the new world was being run by by a system of empires which were far worse than the Spanish/Portuguese. The Aztec and Inca were rather brutal, for example. Mark, thank you so much for your defense of Columbus. Look at that. Look at that. That is outstanding. Thank you very much for that. Let's go to read that off from Killer Zilla Volt.
Volt says, have you guys heard of how the Kyoto Bank refuses to sell Nintendo shares to BlackRock? They would rather
Good.
sell to Saudi Arabia, seeing how they don't interfere with the developers' creativity. I heard something about that, but I was having fun in Japan.
All they want to do is put headscarves on the women. As long as they let the big boobs fly, I'm okay with it.
Well, we promised more big boobs. And by the way, Steph had a great idea this past week, and that was we need a boob emote. So that is something maybe we'll do. We'll replace our 50 emote with a boob emote, and something we can do on the channels, which is great. John says, "Welcome back, Blabs. Well, what did you do with your vending machine panties?" Well, Blabs, why don't you show everybody what you got there in Tokyo?
Ta-da! So first of all, they're not used, you weirdo degenerates. Let me open this
How do
up.
you really know?
Because there's still a tag on it and everything.
Oh, so that's preventing nothing from happening.
Listen, this is like as big as like I don't even know what. Like who the hell can fit in this? Teeny tiny ass Japanese woman. But yeah, there it is.
Wow,
yeah, and it's sexy.
sure
Yeah, but-
is.
None of them are having sex.
Made in China though, ironically.
Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what do you? Oh, I'm sorry. What's that, Blabs?
There's a hole in it. Yoo-hoo!
Chat's
There
going
it is.
crazy now that Blabs is holding up panties.
First of all, I did not wear these. Guys, I'm bigger than these underwears. They're for like little tiny Asian women. Yeah, anyway, so I got these, and Ivan Ortega also went and got the vending machine, and he got black and red panties. So yeah,
Well,
Is
did
he going to wear them?
Yeah. Right.
no, they're not really his style.
Oh, Ivan.
Gay!
All
Yeah.
We're glad you had a great trip, Labs. Glad you had.
Maybe listen, the trip isn't gonna pay for itself, so maybe I'll auction these off. Just kidding.
I can't wait for all of the pictures of you holding those pop up on Twitch or on Twitter.
Yep. It's gonna be it's all over for you now, Blabs. You did it. All right, and they're going in there forever and ever, which is good. All right, look, we got a lot to talk about today. We got a couple guests on the way, but first, let's get to today in gaming history, Blabs.
Okie dokie. So I did this before I left, so I don't even remember what's going on. But October 14th, oh look at that! Pokemon Gold version releasing back in 2000. We
Yep.
have Mega Man X7 releasing 2003. And then we have Dragon Balls The Breakers releasing back in 2022, making it 2 years old today. Ta-da! You're welcome.
Okay. Some noticeable games that you missed on the list. 26 years ago in 1998, Grim Fandango released on the PC, which a lot of people love that one right there. Jack 2 was released on the PlayStation 2 in 2003. Max Payne 2 was released 21 years ago WarioWare Twisted, released in Japan and for the Game Boy Advance in the year 2004. And Kirby's Epic Yarn. Wow, that was 14 years ago already for the Wii. Holy moly, that is crazy, to say the least. And Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, released for PC 14 years ago as well.
To be fair, Max Payne 2 sucks.
Yeah? Man, Kirby's Epic Yarn was great, though. I can't believe that was 14 years ago now. Holy schmolies. That's nuts. Anyways.
But I do have a little bit of a gaming news that I just got the email for.
Oh, please.
This demo is available to
Labs.
play. Fuck yeah!
Labs. Stop.
What?
Stop.
What?
Did you not read the document?
No.
It says good news for Blabs, even better news for Blabs.
Oh.
Just let's get to it, okay?
Shit,
Okay?
sorry, man. I'm
You
sorry.
really ruined it all.
I
okay?
ruined it.
It's time
I
for my
got
favorite
the email.
segment.
I was like, Eee!
Your favorite segment, everybody. The world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. If Blabs is here, you know we're going to be talking about one thing to start hard news and one thing only. It is our weekly popcorn bucket segment. And we got a new one from Wicked, which I'm not super familiar. I'm not super excited to see this. I know my daughter is very excited to see Wicked. But Blabs, are you excited to see Wicked? And
No, I think those two actors can't sing all that well.
Oh, that movie's gonna flop.
But yeah, like
You think so?
I don't mind the music. Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth did a great job. I think the original people for Broadway, and like I said, I don't mind the music. I've never seen the play itself or the musical itself, but I have no desire to see this bullshit.
I remember when they showed off the first
It was
trailer.
awful. The singing was
So
like,
bad.
it sounded like Tarzan. They fixed it. They released a trailer a couple of weeks ago, and they fixed that ending. It's a different type of pitch that they sing now, so I guess they got a lot of backlash for it.
People were like, "Yo,
Sounds like Tarzan.
Well, the popcorn bucket looks pretty good though. It's a nice little, I don't know. It's
so basic.
It is. It's a basic. It's
Very simple. It's a basic bitch popcorn bucket for the
Like the
basic bitches
movie.
who will see the movie. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
I'm
It's,
really disappointed after seeing like some of the bangers that have come out
Like
this summer.
Deadpool.
Yeah, the Deadpool one tops them all, but this,
You can hold your tacos in there as well.
Yeah. What are
Wow.
you gonna do? Put burritos and stuff in it?
These are all these things that now these movie companies need to come up with ideas to put tacos and burritos in, as well as your drink. Man, what a weird
How do you
cup.
drink out of that? Like, how do you fill it up? Do you like?
There's the straw right there.
Does
I
it
think this.
unscrew at the top?
I'm sure it's just a cover for a cup that's
That's
underneath
so
it.
stupid.
It's like a 16
how
ounce
much is
cup.
going to be left at the bottom with that design?
Mm.
Mm-mm. Well, like I said, I think this is probably just a cover you put over a cup itself, right? Right? Gotta be.
I don't know. I think you unscrew the top of it.
Well, there you go. You got your popcorn bucket.
That one isn't so bad. The one you just were at, like, it looks
Even
like
the
a Minecraft
Borderlands movie, as terrible as it was, did a better job. They had like a clap trap popcorn bucket.
Mm-hmm.
This is stupid.
All right. Well, I agree. We need more popcorn buckets with giant faces with their mouths open, like the Deadpool versus Wolverine one that just make fun of it.
Craig's
So,
gonna make a popcorn bucket for side scrollers.
man, wouldn't that be awesome? A
your
Blabs
face.
popcorn
Oh,
bucket.
definitely not me.
Oh, that'd be
Nope.
a bad idea.
That'd be so bad. We're never
Just-
doing that. They'd be
just
like, the
go-
panties are back.
Approach it like a true grifter and just get a regular popcorn bucket and put the picture of her holding the panties on it. And then you just write
Rapper and
side
everything.
scrollers on it.
Even the rapper says sexy on it.
Oh, that's good. Blabs, can you hold up those panties one more time for everybody, please?
The things I
just-
do on this show.
And just be really still and smile.
Hang on, I should model this. There you go. Wait, no.
Bring them a little closer to your face, please.
Put them on your head like a true pantsuit. There we go. Yes. Wait, no, pull them over
I
a
look
little
like
more.
a little tiara.
You gotta pull the whole thing over. There we go. There- you're welcome, chat. You're welcome.
There you go.
You're welcome, chat.
Oh
getting
my
sick.
god. And the super chats roll in, baby. Let's go.
Now you're just
Maybe I
like
should just-
Oolong from
I
Dragon
should
Ball.
just post photos like that off of my Patreon. Just underwear head photos.
And Salty's saying over on Rumbles, right? You look like you're about ready to serve lunch. You look like a lunch lady with that on your head.
Right?
Now you're truly embracing Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
You finally
welcome.
get it. You
Happy
finally
Monday.
get it. All right, man. Okay, let's go and move on. Thank you for that, Blabs. I did mention that today was a good day for Blabs. We have some good news for you, Blabs, as we're about to hit the gaming renaissance. Blabs is about to move past Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and move right on in to this son of a bitch. Look at this, Blabs. Look at that. It's
Ooh.
Squirrel with a Gun. Launching
Isn't
tomorrow.
that already on Steam available?
Well, you can buy it tomorrow on the PlayStation 5. That's all I'm saying.
I don't have a PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay. Well, screw me. You
I'm
can buy
surprised. Why can't it be sold on the PlayStation 4 as well? Like this isn't really
Yeah.
a technical masterpiece.
Well, I think that they were going for high fidelity graphics, and only the PlayStation 5 Pro can handle Squirrel with a Gun.
Oh, it's a pro exclusive.
That's right. Mm-mm. Well, yeah. Okay, great. Sorry, I guess I ruined that.
You did. It's all right. I
But
forgive you.
I don't know if you heard the news.
I feel like they're discriminating against PlayStation 4 players here.
It is blatant discrimination, really. It's really unfortunate that they'd be like that. But in addition to Squirrel with a Gun, you can also, Blabs, and I know you haven't received any emails about this at all.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Check out the Secret Agent Wizard Boy demo
I'm so
released
excited.
with multiplayer.
Fuck yes. I'm gonna go play it. So excited.
There it is, right here.
Oh
The-
my god, I love it.
The knockoff
yeah.
Harry Potter game.
I
I
might
guess.
have to play this tonight. Screw the jet lag.
Knockoff play.
happening.
Is this knockoff PlayStation 2 like Harry Potter Deathmatch? Is that what's going on here?
Basically. Looks amazing.
Does look kind of fun.
Dude.
gonna lie.
Multiplayer. Oh my god. Like this, if this is done right, people will go nuts with this game.
Well, I mean, those who are like overly infatuated with Harry Potter will go nuts.
No,
with the
not
game.
even like people who just want like bullshit in like a wizard school because Hogwarts Legacy wasn't multiplayer and so many people wanted that.
Well, I think the real question is, will this game also be available for the PlayStation 4? Because, these are important things.
Flash
so,
wants to play.
yeah, of course. It's
No,
important
I'm
stuff.
going to pass. I didn't even play Hogwarts Legacy.
At the end of the day, games are
You
supposed to be fun,
shilled that
right?
game out and you didn't even play it, Flash.
I liked that it was making the right people angry.
We still lost.
I didn't lose. I won.
You know who won? Warner Brothers. They won.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
So-
did win. But I
Yeah.
enjoyed the. This is YouTube. I can't go.
Yes. Okay, well, let's go and move on. Blabs, you were gone for a pretty major announcement in the world of technology. Did you see this past week where Elon Musk announced three new products?
I saw that he was all over the social medias, but I literally every time I went on Twitter, it was just people screaming at each other, so I didn't look, and I was like, goodbye. So no, I don't see anything. Hello?
Flash, was that me or her? Yeah, was that me or you?
I didn't say anything, but you're now unsynced.
Is it
Yeah,
me?
Craig, you're
Okay.
on a bit.
Oh,
of
you're
a
back
delay.
now.
You're good now.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried to share my screen, so there's that. So Elon Musk announced Optimus, and I don't know if you saw this thing, Blabs, but this is
Those people, they were being remote controlled.
You think so?
That's what I was being told on Saturday.
Well, either way, they announced this thing called Optimus, Blabs, and these are robots that are like they do household chores and stuff.
Oh
And
no,
it's-
we're in the age of robots doing vacuuming.
Yep, it's crazy. And they have these conversations with people. They walk around and
Elon, he's a techno king.
anyways, so he goes around and they'll dance and they'll do all sorts of things. It can be like serving drinks here, right? Serving bags, dressing up like a cowboy, right?
I don't
So-
like that. That's weird.
It is. It's scary, but at the same
Soon
time,
they're
I
gonna
kind
be
of want to buy
turning
one.
into like the sex bots all over again. Oh.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Blabs, because one thing that was announced. Well, we'll get to that in just a second.
What?
We'll get to that in just a second because one of the big comparisons was, hey, that looks like the iRobot robots. Remember the iRobot movie from back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. What a whiner. Oh, what
the
a
iRobot director.
Really?
Yes. He's saying, hey, looks like my robots.
Wow.
you made a movie, ass. Like, this is real scientific movement in your stupid movie. What are they supposed to look like? Of course, they're going to have a humanoid design.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Well, this is speaking of science, this is science right here. As it was announced that there are now, in addition to the Elon Musk robots, Blabs, there's also sex robots that have been announced pretty much the same day.
That's it. I'm going back on vacation. Bye, everybody.
See everybody. Well, see.
See ya.
Of course, the woman hates it.
That's right. So realbotics sex dolls are designed to be indistinguishably physically, cognitively, and emotionally from an actual human, except hotter, and prepare to fulfill any desire.
I don't know about that.
Yes. The most
Fucking
popular,
robot.
The most popular model of the Harmony doll is 5'1", 70 pounds, and has 32F boobies.
32F. Holy shit.
I mean, listen, if you're buying a sex robot, you might as well spring for the whole package.
Those are like beach balls, bro.
Listen, if we wanted realism, we'd get a real woman.
That's right. Let's see what he says here.
Through that system, you can connect the AI that you've created in the
Why
app
does he seem
to
gay?
the robot.
Why
Why is
does
a
it
gay
look
man defending like presenting sex robots?
Like, it looks like Jessica Alba. Is that,
That
her
dude
name?
is-
I can't remember.
That
the
dude is
Invisible Girl.
flaming gay. Look at him wave his hands around like a wand.
Oh, well, he's really passionate about his robots.
I bet.
Let's see what there's 24 seconds. So let's see what he has to say about this.
Through that system, you can connect the AI that you've created in the app to the robot and carry on the conversation with her that way. Once you've got that loaded and you hit chat, she just comes to life.
Good you came back so fast, baby. I'm glad you came back that fast. Wow, baby, 10 minutes without you seems like
How much extra for her to not talk?
Yeah, just take out the sound box.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's we had multiple robot announcements over the past week, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So we all knew this was coming. We've all seen the actual robot, and yeah, I agree with you, Flash. I'm not on board with talking to the robot personally.
I mean, you lose me at cleaning the motherfucker. It's just, I don't know. Kids, just get a hooker if you want to go that route.
I would think, I would probably think you're right? The idea that if you really want it, like, yeah, less cleanup, probably cheaper. Just saying. I know, Blabs. I'm with you on that.
That was awful. I hate you now.
I do enjoy the memes of these things, though. I saw one the other day of this guy walking with his robot girlfriend, and there was some e-thought, like, and she had a beggar sign that said 6 foot, 6 inches, 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
And they walk by and laugh at her and throw her a dime. It was kind of funny.
What if the cleaning robot can clean the sex robot?
See, now you're.
Okay.
There you
You
go.
got your Optimus to do the cleaning.
Yeah.
All right.
Optimus can be the cuck.
What if they fall in
That's
love
a
with each
game
other?
changer right there.
What if they fall in love with each other,
that.
though? That's the problem. Like, what if the Optimus falls in love with your sex robot? Just
And
saying.
then they have little robots. Baby robots.
It's kind of weird. That's all I'm saying. Just these are the type of conversations that we have on the show, which is great.
Yeah, but some people are going to get turned on and end up fucking the Optimus spot too.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the robot one.
Vacuum. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think the other robot is smart enough to clean it.
Yikes.
We need to stop this conversation now, immediately.
And I'd like to say shout out to the chat for just posting a bunch of pictures of me with the underwear. Thanks. It's all around my Twitter.
Let me see.
Oh my God, I'm sure it's on fire right there. Hey, Kratos came in, says they had to hire a gay guy to work on the robot so he wouldn't try to use them. See there you go, Kratos, smart dude. That's right. Rowboat Jethro Grimate says in DSP voice, "Oh, the robot was on, huh?"
I haven't watched his detractor channels in a while because they keep propping up Rich Review Tech like he's a savior now. But I did see one where he was bitching about fighting ape Vegeta. I thought that was kind of funny.
The last time I thought about Darkseid Phil was when I was on his show, and that was it. So like I really have no interest in what's going on with that dude on a day-to-day basis. Kyle has interest in what's going on with Blabs. Says, "Oh my gosh, it's Blabs. We missed you. I hope Japan was fun."
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate that, Kyle. Miku says, "We are this much closer to anime becoming real." Yes, absolutely. And Lewis says, "DBZ sparking zero sex bots. The future is here." All right. Look at that. There we go. Look at. If you ever wanted to see Blabs with the panties on her head, there we go.
It does look like I work in a cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. Blabs, what is Blabs serving up that day with that on her head?
Hot dogs.
I'd say someone's serving you up hot dogs, Blabs. That's all I'm saying. God. Oh my God. ADDF Toxic says, "Blabs, I just wanted to say I appreciate Today in Gaming History's last week. Craig said the name wrong, but you included one of my all-time favorite games, Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. Sorry, ADDF.
You're welcome.
She did such a great job, even though she wasn't here. But she thought ahead, which was great. And Carlos came in and says, "People don't know that the other Mesoamerican tribes hated the Aztecs. The Aztecs would kidnap the other tribes' women and sacrifice them. They hated them
true.
So much that they sold them out to the Spanish."
It's true,
Carlos.
Yeah, I never understand propping them up. They would kill everybody.
Yeah, like, hey, kill or be killed, right?
Savage culture.
Yeah, man. That's the way it
It's
goes.
almost like when you call people. Never mind.
Mo came in with a 10 over on Rumble. Says the only answer for this for this robot sex toy thing is to have a chick control the sex robot from the next room. Could be a hooker's tool in future. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, like using AI to control with a remote control or something. Okay, so we had a little bit of breaking news last night, thanks to our buddy and his wonderful wife, Master of TDS, where we've talked about Sweet Baby Inc. a lot on this channel. Look, and to be clear, we do not think that Sweet Baby Inc. is the only problem. They are just part of the problem when it comes to the video game industry. The idea of shoving, they are a symptom of shoving the narrative and DEI and non-skill-based hiring in the industry. This has been a reoccurring theme. But the news last night that kind of came out of nowhere from Master TDS was that one of their employees was in fact fired. Now, why does that matter? Why does it matter that one of their employees was fired? Well, it matters because this is the employee who just caused the entire snowball to start moving down the hill in the fastest way possible and create this thing known as Gamergate 2 or whatever it is we're going to call this thing, right? This pushback from gamers. And Chris Kendrick was fired last night, and Master TDS did a live stream last night where they talked about it, showed off the DMs that he'd had and that he received from somebody inside of Sweet Baby Inc., specifically talking about Chris Kendrick being fired. Well, the long and short of it when it comes to Chris Kendrick being fired is that people inside of Sweet Baby Inc. didn't want anything to do with what he was saying. He was going out of his way and he made them all look bad. And this was the DM from the source that told Master of TDS about the firing of Sweet Baby Chris Kindred. The source called Kindred a fucking idiot, and apparently most people in SBI didn't like Kindred because he brought too much attention.
There's a key point there.
Yes,
and I know you watched that XOXO video of Kim Blair. Like, she made it very clear she did not want gamers to know about Sweet Baby Inc. She does not want to be on your radar.
Yes.
She wants to be on the game industry radar. That's all she cares about. The biggest thing that they're pissed about is all this attention that they got.
Yes.
Because now it's hurting their bottom line. They don't want to be on your tongues. They want to be on Sony's tongues.
Right. Now, this is the DM that they received from this person who, once again, works in Sweet Baby Inc. And he didn't clarify. I asked for clarification when to Master TDS about this. Just like, hey, does this person work for Sweet Baby Inc.? And he's like, I'm not going to, just in the interest of our relationship, I'm not going to tell you that. Right. And I respect that. He said, but the DM says Chris Kindred isn't a part of Sweet Baby Inc. anymore. Many people were not happy with what he had done, so he left / was pushed out. Nothing was shared publicly for obvious reasons, but that is the latest. Again, I don't want to get involved in all this, but that is the above. Now, joining us now with this news is the person who Chris Kindred actually created a hate campaign about, Kabrutus. Kabrutus, how are you, buddy?
Yo, guys. Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you, man. How's it going?
See you a long time, huh? Yo,
Yeah,
Flash, Blabs, everybody.
Yeah, man. Great to see you. So glad you're here.
Thank you for the invitation. Glad to be here.
Of course, buddy. You were in the crosshairs of Chris Kindred for a long time. He focused in on you. So I want to know what your thoughts are.
Real quick, I got to ask him a really important question.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Are you playing Sparking Zero?
Dude, no, because I am saving money right now. If I had to buy a new game right now, it would be Metaphor, not Sparking Zero. Don't get me wrong, but I am.
And Sparking Zero is so good.
Yeah, everybody, Sack Chief, Sack Chief, the Dragon Quest guy, he's been telling about this game to me all the time. Don't make me want to buy it, bro.
All right. I'm glad we can move past Dragon Ball Z Fun Time game here in a little bit.
Oh, it's not Z. It's Sparking Zero. It encompasses the entire franchise. If it was specifically Z, it would have a Z in the title. Can you please get that right?
My bad. Did you?
But I want to play it eventually. I want to play it eventually.
We'll get past Dragon Ball video game.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. My fault. I apologize to any and all anime freaks out there who love their anime and will lynch me up because I misspoke on Dragon Ball Z like Flash. All right. So Kabrutus, but seriously, you heard this news last night.
Yeah, sure.
What was your initial thoughts?
Well, my initial thought was, finally he got what, he cannot complain about it, right? He had it coming. He decided to, he was pretty much, it's like what you said. He was the one who pretty much put the spotlight. I started it, but he helped a lot, putting the spotlight on Sweet Baby Inc. But to be honest, I felt kind of, indifferent because at this point, it doesn't matter to me anymore. It won't change anything on what I think about Sweet Baby Inc. or whatever, kind of work they do in the gaming industry, or Kim Belair, or anyone else. And also, you mentioned that the Sweet Baby Inc. employees didn't like him. Now I wonder if they didn't like him because he tried to do what he tried against me, or if it was because he made Sweet Baby Inc. Look even worse. I think it's the second option because I wouldn't trust anyone that works for that company, But
I think there's a larger conversation here. The idea that most of these people who work for Sweet Baby Inc. and TDS mentioned this last night in his stream, they're just doing their job, right? They're just there to get paid and go home and support their families and shit, right? And I'm not here to make Sweet Baby Inc. into the victim here.
Do they have families?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure some of them do, but at the same time, the idea that there's always got to be one fuckwit, right? And Chris Kindred appears to be the biggest of all the fuckwits. Now, there may be multiple fuckwits at SBI, but he was clearly the biggest of them all. And they didn't
Yeah.
like the idea of the spotlight being turned on him. Now, I actually asked Master TDS, I was like, because he said he had held on to this. Chris Kindred did not just get fired. He's been fired for a good amount of time. So I asked for a little more clarity on that. And he said that he had known about Chris Kindred being fired since, I want to make sure I read this 100% right. It says he's known that there was internal conflict and pressure to remove Chris since May of this year. So even then, I mean, it's still a few months after everything went on with you, Kabrutus.
No, I think it's just one. I mean, everything started on March, so almost 2 months.
Yeah,
something like this.
So 2 months. Yeah, and it'd be interesting to go back and look at the timeline and all this to see kind of how it all lines up. If there was something that Kindred did in May to go back and really warrant this type of blowback on it all. But okay, so you, I don't know, like if you had something to say to Kindred right now, what would you say to them, or is it just sheer indifference?
I am mostly indifferent, but if I had to say anything to him, I would say do better. You know, like exactly how they love to say, right? I mean, if you want to work in the gaming industry, you gotta learn that the gamer, the individual who buys the games and plays your game, is the most valuable asset. Let's put it that way, right? Asset that you can have. So show some respect. Show some respect for gamers just trying to to share their opinions and thoughts about the products that they consume. And that's it. And also I would like to make a question to Sweet Baby Ink. I don't know if any one of them is watching right now, but if you guys didn't like what Chris Kindred, sorry, sometimes my English, if you guys didn't like what Chris tried to do with me all this time, where is where is I'm sorry, where is why didn't you guys say anything all this months? I mean, it's been, and that's why I'm skeptical. If you Craig, I'm sure you watched the Kimberly speech, that she gave like a few days ago. Did that sound like someone who is sorry for, she just labeled, and that's why I'm skeptical. That's why I don't believe in this hypothesis. Hypothesis, that even is that word correct? Hypothesis?
Well,
of them just being, hey, we just want to do a work and we want to respect. That's why I don't believe it.
I'll say this: I think there's a reason why you're not going to receive any sort of apology, because that puts them at fault, and I think that opens them up for litigation in that situation potentially. If they apologize in some way, shape, or form, maybe that's why. Maybe that's their thought process.
Who would sue them?
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
How would I sue? I never even.
It could be a reputational damage, something along those lines.
Those are so hard to win.
Yeah, you're right. I know you're 100% right, but it would go. I think. Well, you tell me. Would it go a long way if
no
they said something to you? Well, to you.
Oh, the apology.
Yes, if they were to apologize to you.
Just make it very clear. I'm not saying that I want them to do it, because that wouldn't make any difference to me. But I'm just saying that if they really are like, hey, we just want to do our job here and this and that, they would have, done something about it. But their CEO, Kimberly, it looks like she's more worried about labeling us as far-right extremists, right? And she just wants to gaslight people into thinking that she and Sweet Baby Ink is the victim, and that we are the bad guys. We are the fascists who are. You see my point? That's
sure.
Yeah,
I hear that. Well, so you really didn't have much reaction at all to seeing all this, and now we saw, as of last night, Kindred had they actually had previously Sweet Baby Ink on their Instagram, and as of this morning, they actually have removed that from their Instagram, because apparently word has gotten out, and it's gotten to Chris, but Chris is probably watching right now. But I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting story, and I think it's weird because when you look at the story of everything that's happened in 2024, a lot of it originated with this person and with this company, and it originated with that person and really you, because we talked about this when you kind of first came on the scene, Kabrutus. Like, you were not, you're just a regular dude. They attacked a regular guy.
I'm still in.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is they attacked a regular guy who just was taking information from their website and putting it in another place on the internet. Like, that's it. And then he tried to literally attack you. And to see, it's almost like this is I'm not going to say a chapter's closing from this, because the chapter's been closed since whenever he got fired. But you wonder if this is like Sweet Baby Inc. just trying to like just calm everything down, I would say.
Yeah, especially if you think that not only this, they also revamped their website, trying to hide all. If you read the texts and compare them with they had it previously there, it was way more political before. Now they are kind of, trying to become, I mean, not being, but at least, trying to create the impression that they are more like on a neutral stance, and with nothing to do with any kind of political ideologies or agendas or whatsoever, which is a blatant lie, I would say. And now that you mention it, that he actually may have been fired a few months ago, but why do we only got to know about this now? Now, after that speech, after they revamped the website, it's too much of a coincidence, maybe, don't you think? I don't know. Maybe the tinfoil hat here, but I don't know.
Sure.
There's a possibility.
I think that's all right. It's funny. I just saw this tweet literally just now, and the tweet reads, "Never forget why Sweet Baby Inc. was founded." And this is directly from them. It says, "Hi, I'm Kim Valera. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman working in games. I'm also the co-founder and CEO of Sweet Baby Inc., a black and queer-owned narrative development company working in indie and AAA spaces in the world. Right now, things feel scary, uncertain, infuriating, and heartbreaking. And in light of government-sanctioned violence being perpetrated against black communities, it is important that we not only say something, but do something. It is a challenge. It is challenging enough to navigate the world as a black person and to find solace, solidarity, and support. This is equally true for black people working in and adjacent to the games industry, where opportunity are rarely afforded, help is rarely given, and black and other marginalized voices are ignored, silenced, and actively threatened." What? I agree. Question mark. We want to help in what ways we can. To that end, Sweet Baby we firstly donating funds, but we also want to help black devs and aspiring devs find their footing and help get concrete help in the industry with the aim of to get people the credit and paid experience need to make headway, as well as providing counsel, supporting eventing space. We've set up this email right there. So as I was reading that, I thought to myself, they fired one of those black voices.
No, not only that, she's claiming that their black lives are being threatened, yada, yada, yada. She's not even, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Sweet Baby Inc. is from Canada.
Well, the other tweet in there, in there explains the name itself.
Sweet Baby Inc.
Let's see.
Because we're picky babies when it comes to eating, and they want to make us sweet babies.
There you go.
Yeah, that I'd never seen before. I put that in my video too. And that's where the name comes from. But she says in that TED Talk video that they're not doing any of this. We're crazy. They're not doing this. They're just making scripts better. They're not injecting it with anything, even though this is why they're so mad. We just use their shit against them.
They're writing better stories, according to themselves.
Which is bullshit, because I played both Spider-Man games, bitch. The second one is shit.
I remember seeing she mentioned that straight white dudes in the gaming industry are picky babies, but I didn't know that this was the inspiration behind the Sweet Baby name. I didn't know this.
Well, Kabrutus,
And neither did I.
we appreciate you, man. You need to know we
I
appreciate
appreciate you guys.
And is there anything else you want to close with before we move on to our next segment here, buddy?
Well, not really. I just want to thank you again for allowing me to be here and sharing my opinions. And that's it, man. Just give the word and I'll show up again.
Cool. Well, we appreciate
come back on Flashcast, Kabrutus.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. Just send me an invitation, bro.
Tell everybody where they can find you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. You can find me over on X at Kabrutus Rainbow. You guys can check the DEIDetective.com website from time to time. And also my YouTube channel, which I'm trying to become a better content creator on a daily basis. It's also Kabrutus Rainbow. You guys can follow me over there too. I'll appreciate. That's it.
Awesome. Kabrutus, we appreciate you, buddy. Thanks so much for everything you do and keeping up the good fight and just letting people know about games.
That's all, bro.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
We'll catch you later, man. All right, everyone go check out Kabrutus. Go check out his website, DEIDetected.com, as well as his YouTube channel. Make sure we put that down in the description down below. All right. Great stuff right there from Kabrutus. Always like to see his thoughts on all this stuff. All right, let's go and move on to our next little segment here. And for that, we're going to bring in our next guest here. As once again, if you guys are enjoying the show, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. We try to bring you guys great stuff every single day and bring in good friends from around the internet. So we appreciate y'all. We do see every single super chat, every single direct donation, every single Rumble rant along the way. And we promise we'll read every single one of them before the end of the show, because without your support, we cannot do this on a day-to-day basis. So thank you guys very much. With that said, this next story is really interesting because this blew up on Friday. It's kind of been ongoing, actually, but it kind of hit a fever pitch on Friday. So let's bring in Endymion to talk about this. Endymion, good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Hey, I just woke up. So I look like this. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, don't ever apologize for your looks. You look great. It's okay.
Thank you. I'm just just woke up. Hey, Flash.
What up, brother?
Well, thanks for waking up with us, man. Appreciate you. It's the true gamer wake up time of noon. Which is awesome.
I just released a video, and then I'm doing this with you guys, and then I got my stream later on today as well. So just working up all the time.
Well, we'll be quick and efficient here today. So, okay, let's talk about this, because you were caught in a little bit of a firestorm, as you said in your video. Every day on the internet there seems to be somebody on X who is the main character of the day, and you were caught up and became the main character on X just a couple days ago. And I think it's important to kind of start with this first tweet that you put out. It's more or less just promoting your video right here. This is the tweet that started it all. And I'll let you read it in your voice here, because I don't like to read other people's tweets.
That's fine. I talked to an Ubisoft insider about the current state of the industry, as well as another source which tells me places like CD Projekt Red and even Funcom, which is making Dune Awakening, are in dire trouble. And yes, we are officially in a game crash. And then it went from there.
Now, but you've been doing a series of videos. I think this is like your third video that was talking about Ubisoft along the way. And CD Projekt Red was just kind of a side note. It was like a branch that kind of spun off in the video for a couple minutes. And this is all built around insiders talking to you. So people come to you, they feel like they're trusted. They feel like you're a trusted source. They speak on the idea of anonymity. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. I have a bunch of people, Ubisoft, CD Projekt Red. I have people I know of in BioWare, a couple of other ones in other places as well, even Square Enix. And I just kind of talked to them on the DL, and they asked me questions, and I asked them questions. And I got some people that that have worked with multiple studios, and every day, like today, I just got reached out by another person from CD Projekt Red as well. So I just ask them questions and just straight up say, like, is a DEI thing real? Is this happening? Is this happening? And then they tell me things, and it turns out things I've been told are sometimes worse than I actually originally thought they were. Mm-hmm. And so the one source that I have that told me about this whole thing that kind of blew everything up, I just talked to them today. They just showed me even more stuff about something else about CD Projekt Red, and I was just like, here we go. But I'll make that video tomorrow because I'm too tired. So spicy. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. it just kind of happened out of nowhere. I just got DM'd by one person about Ubisoft, and then that's when I made the whole Yasuke video when they told me about the whole Black Lives Matter and all of that.
Mhm.
And then I guess once I made that video and that one blew up, then like other people that knew things started coming to me and telling me things. So now I have like just more and more people constantly. Like I don't know if I told Flash, but I may or may not have I do have photos. I should just say straight up. I have photos of what may be the original Assassin's Creed Shadows main character, like sketches of it. Yeah, I was sent those, but I haven't sent them to anyone because I'm not sure if I'm like allowed to show them technically, because
Yeah, you should clarify that. And then
because the person that sent
Yeah,
me those, I
100%.
was like, how did you get these? And they're like, oh, I work at Ubisoft and I like went in and found these and gave them to you. And I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
that could find out, because I'd love to see those.
Yeah, I haven't shared them to anybody. I don't even have them downloaded on my computer. Like they're just in an email. I'm just looking at them and I'm just like, I don't know if I can share these because this is like technically this is like big leak stuff. But I looked at the photos and I'm like, that's definitely a Japanese male main character that looks like an assassin. So I don't know, but I'm not sure 100% if it's real or not. But that employee even gave me their full legal name and everything. So I was just kind of like, holy shit. Okay, well, anyway, so stuff like that gets sent to me, and I just so sometimes I can tell people things I get told. Other times, like leakers will be like, I'll tell you this, but don't say this specific thing because this will give me away, kind of a thing. So you got to dance around a lot of it. With the CD Projekt Red thing, I mean, like you said, it was just kind of a footnote in the video. It's mostly about Ubisoft. And then I was told that thing about CD Projekt, and I was like, I don't really have anywhere to put this in. I can't make a whole video about this. So I'll just kind of throw this in here, say for a little bit, and then move on. And then I guess the CEO, Mikal, whatever his last name is, caught wind of it. And then here we are now. So,
Right. So you release this video. You mentioned CD Projekt Red. He comes in and he throws this one out here. He says, seems like you live in times where anyone can record complete nonsense and put a story out about it. CD Projekt Red talent leaving. We have the lowest rotation of people in recent years. DEI-driven recruitment. We hire based on merit and talent alone. Just as we make games driven by artistic vision alone. Why do we choose Unreal Engine? Because it enables us to work on our games more efficiently, and we remain cutting edge tech-wise. The Witcher's 3 director left? Well, yeah, more than 2 years ago. Now, can we stop looking for conspiracy theories and go back to making cool stuff?
Yeah, and what's really interesting about that is my post got community noted for disinformation.
Mm-hmm.
Then I released a video the next day. And then my post got the community note removed because everything I was saying was true. And I don't know if this post it's not community noted yet. That's too bad. But
we need to get his ass community noted.
Yeah, because he's lying. I mean, there's even a video, if you go look up Asmongold clips on YouTube, like he has like a 2-minute video where we watched it on Flash's channel too. And
it's a nice little recap.
Yeah, he just pretty much says, like, you're lying. Like, you're straight up lying about what you're talking about. So, like, me and Grums will go into this more today when he's on my channel later. But it's just, like, I understand why he would lie about it. Because, like, he's a CEO. He can't admit defeat technically because of investors and such. But it's so easy to disprove. That's why I don't understand why you wouldn't just say the truth. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, like, oh, we don't have DEI in the company. It's like, dude, we can just go on your website and it's right there. Like it's not hiding. You know what I mean?
I love that they're trying to switch this to conspiracy now. You talked about conspiracy. He talked about conspiracy, and so did Sweet Baby. I almost wonder if they're like little backdoor DM rooms trying to spin this together as a conspiracy thing. Because we know these people all talk to each other. So I wonder if they're like, well, we'll just start calling them conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, look at that. Like, go down a bit more. Where it says we're achieving right there, like diverse teams, inclusive leaders. It literally says there.
Yeah,
like hire people based on identity. Like, and how can you lie about that? It's right there. It's like, it's insane to me. You know. So, whatever. The video's out there, and it changed the whole narrative. And a bunch of articles got written about me that were fake. And I called them all out. In my newest video, I publicly like put them on the screen. I'm like, here's Game Ranks. They lied about me. Here's Games Radar. They lied about me. Here's PC Gamer, thegamer.com, MSN.com. And I'm probably missing one off the top of my head. But a bunch of them are lying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like I couldn't believe Game Ranks did that. I'm like, you guys are like supposed to be an actual like video game YouTube channel that makes fun content, and then you have these like idiots over there, you know, in your editorials, obviously.
Did
spewing actual flies.
Did any of the journalists who wrote those stories, did they reach out to you at any time?
No, I didn't even know they existed until people told me about them. So they're just basically writing these pieces without even like going to the source and asking them like, hey, did you actually say this? Da, 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 da. No, they're just like, we're just going to write about it. I mean, in the gamer.com one, they don't even mention me by name, but the other ones actually do. Like Games Radar straight up like just says like Endymion said this, and I'm like, okay, that's just a lie. So, but it's good to know that the whole narrative has changed now, and now they're seeing them for what they are. And you notice that once they get proven wrong, it's crickets. So they don't say anything.
Have they?
Or they usually double down.
Right.
But they're not doing that.
Have they pulled any of your? Have they pulled any of the articles that they wrote?
From what I understand, not yet. No, I don't even think they've been updated yet. I haven't like looked 100% yet back after the video release, but I would wager they're probably not fixed. I could look them up like before I do my thing because, like I said, I'm like half awake right now because just my last video was just annoying with the YouTube checking things. And
yeah, right.
Just it's awful. So yeah, I'm pretty exhausted. So I'm gonna check it before I do my stream, but I'm gonna guess they probably did not do anything. They probably just went like, "Oh, we lied. We don't care. We'll keep them up anyways." Because it'll still like, you know, damage your integrity, even though it's not true. It's like, okay, you know, that's the thing is like, if you say these kinds of things, you need to have things that back them up. Like when I made my video today about, there was that Sweet Baby XOXO festival thing. We did it on Flash's stream too. And in my video, I go through the entire, let's call it a TED talk basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through every piece and there's parts of it where she says like, you know, oh, we didn't make Saga Anderson black in Alan Wake, like we didn't do that. And then I'm like, that's interesting. And then I show them like, here's an article from GameDeveloper.com where they talk to Kyle Rowley, the director of Alan Wake 2, and Sam Lake, who's like one of the head people of that game. He's the face of Max Payne in the original games, you remember. And here's an article where they literally state that Saga Anderson was influenced by outside sources and consultants, and then by name in the article, it says by Kim Belair of Sweet Baby Inc. And you're like, how are you people lying like this when it's so easy to like oust you? You know, it's just we're fighting a war with idiots. You know,
well, so
it really is.
You responded to the joint CEO, right? And I thought your response was pretty. I mean, you literally laid it out right in front of them, right? And you've reached out to them on just publicly via Twitter? Have they contacted you back? Have CD Projekt Red had any interest in having that conversation?
No. Only their employees on the DL that have talked to me, that have told me things, obviously like anonymously. Some of them aren't even anonymously. They just like on their public profiles just DM me and they're like, hey, you know, if you ever need like confirmation on something with CD Projekt, like whatever you hear, run it by me and I'll tell you if it's true or not. And I'm like, cool, thanks. But no, like he's not going to reach out to me. I would. Like he's a CEO, you know what I mean? He has so much on his plate. And like I said in my video too about that one was, I don't want anyone to boycott CD Projekt Red. I don't want you to not play Witcher. I don't want you to, you know, say screw Cyberpunk or anything like that, because CD is such a big company. There's so many people in there. And I know for a fact that there's good people at that studio for sure. 100%. Right. Like they've talked to me. But yeah, their CEO's a dumbass, but it doesn't mean their employees are dumbasses. Some of them did, though, come out against me, though. I don't remember their names, though.
Right. Well, and I think that's the thing is when you have so many people working at a company, you're going to get different perspectives on this, right? And I don't know. I think there's a couple layers to this, right? You don't, and I assumed in a video that I made about this a couple days ago, I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong here, you don't fancy yourself as a journalist, do you?
I mean, what even is journalism anymore? You know, like it's so like nebulous and all over the place. It's like, does it even really mean anything, right? Like, I think that's a big reason why we're being attacked so much by games journalists in the first place, is because they're threatened by the fact that when you compare, let's say you compare like Flash, yourself, me, whoever, to like, you know, Kotaku or something, they have so much base, let's just say industry political red tape they got to run through, right? Like, oh, if we say this, we'll get blacklisted by this company, then they won't send us game codes, and if we say this, we won't be invited to this event. Da 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 da. And for us, we're like, for me specifically, like I don't care about any of that. I don't care about free game codes, nothing. Like it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? So for us, we're actually able to take a story and essentially filter it and go, this is why it's BS, and we're going to tell you, because they don't own us and we don't owe them anything. Right. So if I talk bad about a company, but it's like objective, like this, they're doing something bad, I don't care if it's like, oh, that's it, you're not getting access to Cyberpunk 2. Oh no, like who cares? It's fine, you know? Whereas for like IGN or something, like they can't, like the only time IGN, for example, in the last year has gone out of their way to actually say anything for the players was literally when they cited me, Yong Ya, and Legacy Killer HD during the whole Baldur's Gate 3 thing. They had our names in the description and they talked about like why Baldur's Gate 3, like I'm paraphrasing, it's a kind of game that the players deserve, right? And a bunch of devs got mad about it. It's a huge story last year. And then they cited me, for example, and then like a day later, I'm like suddenly taken out of the description because citing people like myself or someone like Flash, like that's considered like weakness in their part, even though like what we're telling you is the truth. Like I'm not lying to you. Like I'm not Mike Zero. Okay. Like I actually like show you information in my videos. Like here's the articles, here's where they're from. Like I cite everything so you can see it, and I tell you when it's in my opinion. And you know,
hold on a second. You don't think that hard drive he found in the Lucasfilm parking lot is legit?
Of course not. Mike Zero's like there's some people, I don't want to call them out, but there's some YouTubers that are like, they're not in our circle, but they very clearly just make things up. Like, you know what I mean? I remember like Mike Zero once said that what was it? That Rachel Zegler was supposed to star in like a Pirates of the Caribbean reboot or something. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I like Googled it after, and there's zero on the internet. Like no one's talking about it. None of the Disney insiders, nobody. And I'm like, hey, that's a lie. It has to be a lie. And then like months later, that story still hasn't come up. And I'm like, you're just making up things. I remember during the South Park Into the Pandaverse thing, he was like, oh, the South Park people had a board meeting with the Disney executives to talk about the episode. And I'm like, that 100% did not happen. Like
they were pissed about it though.
They were pissed, but they're not sitting in the same room talking to each other. Like, come on.
No,
like,
they weren't.
It's just nonsense like
Kathleen
that. Kathleen
Kennedy was mad about that.
Well, good, because she sucks. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's just a lot of lies going around. And when you do tell the truth, that hurts more than anything to them. So that they're going to try to disprove you. But when it's this easy to disprove them back, like with CD Projekt, it just blows up in their face. You know what I mean? Like Asmongold talked about it. I did my Ubisoft things. I was told by another person that like some ordinary gamers, Mutahar, people might know him. He made a video about it. Like it's reaching people. You know what I mean? So
I think one of the most fascinating things about the whole situation is people who call you a liar or whatever. You're just making shit up, right? If Kotaku or Polygon or IGN was to have the exact same information and present it in any sort of form, they would be seen as credible, right? But you, because you're a guy on YouTube, people go, oh, you know, he's clearly lying, he's a grifter. And because you don't align with their ideology, you are then labeled this because, you know, you're no longer credible because, hey, who is this guy? He's just a lying grifter along the way.
It happened with Ubisoft.
So
I literally said in my Ubisoft video, the one that like blew up, and I was like, I was told that Tencent wants to take Ubisoft private or buy them. And people are like, oh, you're lying. And then like a day or no, actually, yeah, the next day, Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming is like, yeah, I heard that Tencent wants to buy Ubisoft. Everyone's like, oh, it must be true.
Yeah, now it's legit.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I said it before he did, but I'm lying to you, but he's not lying to you because he has a website? Is that the only reason why? Like, it's just stupid things like that, you know? It's just, and of course, they're never going to admit things like the whole Yasuke George Floyd thing, because if they were to admit that, that would be like massive defeat to them. But this is what I'm
even kind of looks like George Floyd.
Yeah, like what I was told is that he was changed during 2020. And a lot of devs there don't know actually why he was changed from what he was before. It was a different character because they changed it because they wanted to pander to the BLM and all that stuff. And now it's blowing up in their faces. And like, and then the whole Tencent thing, like me and my source that I was talking to, we have so many weird connections we're making between Tencent and the East and the Western games. And that might be a conspiracy theory where we're coming up with. We'll see, but it would be fun to talk about anyway. I might bring it up actually with Grums. We'll see what he has to say about it. But yeah, it's very interesting what's going on in the industry. And like as I was told, we are right now in a gaming crash. Like it's not an if or when, it is right now. Like we're England right now in the West. Their budgets are completely out of control. Their games are failing. Outside of maybe Helldivers 2 and Space Marine 2, there hasn't been many Western games that have been doing well. I mean, outside maybe of like your sports games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Call of Duty will do well this year. It's Call of Duty.
College football did quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like a sports game, right? That's like a annual. Those things do well no matter what.
That one won't. I doubt that game will do nearly as well next year because this one was like, I don't know. The last one was 2014. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Blabs, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Did you while you were gone, we heard Endymion was talking to his insider. I don't know if you heard us just talking about that, but the idea that there was originally in the new Assassin's Creed game, it was supposed to be an Asian samurai, and then in 2020, they reportedly, according to Endymion's insider, they changed it to a black protagonist because of George Floyd. This is your first time hearing this, correct?
It is my first time hearing it.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, with all due respect, I would like to know who that source is before like jumping the gun on anything, right? Like he said, she said is what I'm hearing. And this is for like all things. But just based off of that, I don't find it surprising, honestly, considering things that we've seen from Ubisoft. But then again, I would want to actually see like receipts about this. Like, yes, this was changed.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the part. It's really hard to find the actual. Like I said, like I have images of what is supposedly the previous protagonist, but I'm like, I can't put that in a video. If I put that in a video, I'm gonna get DMCA'd or something. You know what I mean? Like, because they're gonna be like, "Well, how do you have these photos?" And I'm gonna go, I can't tell you how I have these photos. Like somebody sent me them. Like, what do you want?
Who's your source?
Yeah, I even
Give
took
me
the
the
photo
name.
and I reverse imaged it on Google, and like there's nothing came up. So I'm like, oh god, so these might actually be real. So I want to post them. I remember I talked to Crow from Flashcast, potentially criminal. That's his Twitter, and I talked to my other source and everybody, and I'm asking them, I'm like, if I post these, will I get sued? And they're like, it's a little nebulous. Like, you know, like if you were in America, 100% no, but you're in Canada, so it's like 90% maybe. I'm like, yeah, that 10% kind of worries me. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to post them yet until I like make sure 100%, because I don't want to get sued for something like that.
I'll post them.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. We'll see. But like, it's 6 images.
If I post them on Twitter, you should be able to use them on your video because I already had posted them.
He is American.
Yeah,
I'm American too. How you give me 3, give Flash 3, and we'll quote tweet each other. It'll be great. So that way they got to sue everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna debate it first. We'll see. But I've been sitting on those photos for like a week, man. They're just sitting in my email. And I'm just looking at them like, that is definitely a Japanese Assassin's Creed character. That I cannot say how I got them, because my God, the person that got them for me, how they told me they got them, I was like, this is some like you could go to jail for this dude if someone found you out. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, man. It's interesting to say the least. You're doing great work. Fuck the haters. I appreciate what you're doing, man. And we'll give you an out so you can go have some rest before you said you got Grums joining you today, huh?
Yeah, we're doing a stream. So it's 11:20 a.m. right now for me. So we're doing a stream at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. The invitation's open to whoever wants to join. I'll put it in like our little Flashcast thing. So like whoever wants to join, if you guys want to join, whoever wants to join, it doesn't matter. So, but it'll be me and Grums for sure. And then everybody else after that, it's kind of like, who knows? So, and we'll be talking about the games industry and Assassin's Creed and all of this stuff. CD Projekt Red. We'll talk about the whole switching to Unreal Engine, which a lot of game developers are doing, like Halo Studios, for example.
That Dragon Ball game runs on that engine, man. It's clean.
Let's just say this: Unreal Engine. Who's it developed by? Epic Games. Who's Epic Games owned by 40% by? Tencent. And there's a whole other bunch of connections that we're making. It's very weird. So I'm going to ask Grums about it. So we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, this
All right,
story,
buddy.
this shit is just, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go walk my dogs and then rest for a bit and then get ready for the stream.
Sounds good, man. The life of a YouTuber, man. I'll tell you what, exhausting for sure.
It's exhausting.
You're firing in all cylinders right now, man. We'll keep up the great work. We'll catch up with you later on. Okay.
Have a good night, good day, wherever anyone is. And if you want to see my stream in a few hours, it'll be live. So there you go. And I'll take a shower and I'll change my shirt.
We'll make sure to put links to. Hey, we're not going to smell you. It's okay. We're not going to see the stains. It's all right.
I don't smell that bad. Like, I'm actually okay. It's just like I'll just change my shirt so I don't have the same shirt from this one to that one. So it'll look like at least I made an effort to look different.
Presentable.
Okay.
I like it. All right.
Exactly.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man. Have a great day. Give those puppy dogs a nice little pet for me. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
See you, buddy.
See you guys.
See you, man.
Have a good day.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. All right, you guys can find Endymion's information down below. We'll put it in the chat so you can go watch that live stream as well as subscribe to his channel. He's doing great work over there, and he's been at the center of all the chaos recently. Fun stuff today, man. I love having these guests hop in and out as we go along, and this is great stuff. Okay, now we see all your super chats. I want to read a few of these really fast before we get into our final story of the day, which is going to be these Pokemon leaks, because I want to talk about this with Flash. So let me get to some of these really quick. Super Joe came in and says, Endymion publishing information. Oh, this is the one that I wanted to read. I totally missed it. Publishing information that you didn't acquire illegally, but was given to you by someone who did steal it is legally okay. The case of New York Times versus United States.
But that's what he was talking about.
Pentagon papers.
He's from Canada, so that doesn't apply there.
Good point.
I'll post him if he sends them to me.
Yes. Video Man says the line from the movie First Blood perfectly describes the start of Gamergate 2. They have drawn first blood, not me. Meaning that Chris started this himself. He is the one who started this. Video Man, thank you very much.
Did you see that somebody used First Blood as a meme with the hurricane stuff? Like him walking into town, the cop, they dubbed it so the cop said, "You're not looking to help any of those hurricane victims, are you?"
No, I didn't. That's funny. Oh, that's awesome. A came in and says, "Welcome back, Blabs. That picture of you wearing Yakuza at the shrine was so cute. I saw it as cultural appropriation."
Yeah, shut up, white man. The Asian said it was
glad
okay.
to have you back. Oh, that's good.
A bit of a delay. I'll read
Bravo,
it.
Endymion.
Bravo, Endymion. Oh, he's still going. Okay, hello. You're on a little delay, Craig. Just letting you know.
I'm gonna refresh.
Okay. I'll get some super chats. All right. Joey came in for this massive $50, so I'm gonna play the boobies. Where are they? Boop. Okay. He says,
you gotta say, look at it.
Look at it. Flash says, I too am loving. Oh, I should say, hi, Flash. I too am loving Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I don't know if you knew, but DB Sparking Zero is currently the most played fighting game in Steam's history, with over 100,000 players at its peak and 70,000 people playing currently.
It's actually like 120,000 something at its peak. Yes,
you know, Joey,
it's a fantastic game, and you're welcome, Craig.
Joey, I hear really great things about that game. Do you know that it's not based only on Dragon Ball Z, but actually the entire Dragon Ball collection of stories? Did you know that?
Franchise.
I just want to let you know that. It's important that you know that. And as a Dragon Ball expert, I feel the need to let you know that. Well, thank you for that, Joey.
How many Dragon Balls are there, Craig?
And appreciate your support there, which is just up. The bio-boosted Squirrel came in, says, hello, you guys should check out Amplifier Games. It seems very SBI-ish. I had to look at them myself today. Very sus. The answer is salt, Flash. Wolfbane Fire says, Flash, have you started playing Metaphor yet? Supposedly it gets really political, and I'm concerned about spending $70 just to be preached at for 100 hours.
I haven't heard that. I want to play it because it's the Persona guys. I want to play it, but I was probably going to wait and just say, hey, get this for me for Christmas. But if it's got a lot of politics in it, I don't know if I want to play that. I'll have to look into that. That's the first I've heard of it.
Anyway, okay, so Rudy for
Winter
5
Fox
years
came in with the
I had no more to say. Well, how come when I talk, everyone stops?
No, it's because Craig is on delay.
Did my am I still on delay?
Oh,
Yeah, so like I'm
seems
trying
like
to
it.
like I'm trying to like get
The
back
fuck?
in, and but Craig's like dead. It's fine. I got it. Rudy for
are you
5
stealing the
euros.
Wi-Fi next door, Craig? Or?
Yeah, what are you doing on that like 1990 dial-up? Anyway,
Shut up.
Yeah,
Did
shut up.
you use AOL to log in?
Oh, there he goes. He's on MSN. Rudy for 5 euros. Does he say Princess Peach is what he did? He was a brave Italian plumber. In this house, Columbus was a hero. End of story. Happy Columbus Day, guys. Thank you very much. Andrew says the Joker should be retired for the rest of the 21st century. Yikes.
I agree.
Gear says CD Projekt goes after the Polish patriots with their useless DEI focus, the disturbing Pokemon leaks that make Lily lie down in shame. What's next? Thank you very much, Gear. Master Gawa says, welcome back. I'm black now. Welcome back, Blabs. We missed you. How was your trip to NTR Island? You appear to have escaped all the tentacles unscathed, your innocence intact. Yes, I survived. There were no tentacles involved. Rob Boat says, if Indigenous people Indigenous People Day is for the losers of history, then they need to be inclusive, include Mets fans as well. Damn. Miki says, repeat after me. Hey ya hoga, hey ya hoga. Oh,
Hey ya hoga, hey ya hoga.
I'm getting canceled. Anyway, you can't cancel me. I'm uncancelable. The Worthy One says, hey, Craig, I highly recommend bringing Snarky J and Tyrone Magnus on the show. I feel like they'll fit well into the show. All right, well, I'm going to screenshot that. There you go, and I'll look into it. Thank you.
I love her
Jason-
catwalk video. It's very good.
Oh. Jason says, there is a reason why we eat chicken soup when sick. The healing power of chicken has been known by Indigenous people long before Western people. Shout out to the chickens. Quagmire says, Flash, you're the best. Sorry I missed Flashcast Live, but I like Craig, so here you go. Get you next week. Thanks.
Well, this coming week I'll be at
Katie.
New York Comic Con.
I'll
be back next week. We'll be back on schedule.
I heard you had a fun time with Rhino.
I did. Yeah, we had
As
a good
he goes
time in LA.
Screams
Oh,
at a
yeah, with
psychopath.
Sawyerisms. That was her personal 9/11.
Yeah.
He didn't even.
Hilarious. She blocked me, man.
She blocked me too. That was a
Mm-hmm.
crazy shit. I was looking at comics, but they weren't that far from me. And Dante and Chris Gore and Alan and Anna were right there.
Mm-hmm.
And she acted like he came in like, and he was like really calm and civil about it.
Mm-hmm. It's
I mean,
funny 'cause-
she asked for it, but
Oh yeah.
I don't disagree with criticisms that he should have recorded it. That would have
Yeah,
solved a lot
100%.
of
For
problems.
those type of things, you should have recorded it, but that's all right. Joe's guy says, show your gotcha machine pantsu, Bubs. It's in a black ball now. I feel like I can't even get rid of this. Like it's part of the show now, so.
It's there forever.
I have
Congratulations.
a black ball on my desk.
If you want to find pictures of her holding that black ball on her head, you can find them over on Twitter.
I'm not putting this. That makes no sense.
The contents of the black ball.
That's better. You're back now, Craig. Hello.
I am. Am I even? Am I even?
Yeah,
Steven?
welcome
Am I
back to
good?
2024. How you doing, bud?
I visited 2007 for a minute there. Sorry about that.
Nice. That's a good year.
Hey, Severo's curious. Says, hey, Craig, I'm meaning to ask, are you using Wi-Fi versus a wired machine for your networking? You should definitely consider a wire. I am wired in. I have blistering fast internet. I have no idea what's happening right now.
Shout out StreamYards.
It's weird. Mercenary says, Endymion talked to Razorfist about Tencent.
He's done good work on that.
Razor will be joining us tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to get into that for sure. All right. Okay. We'll get to the rest of the super chats here in a minute, but I did want to finish up with talking about this Pokemon thing because Flash, you've been talking about this, you've been learning about this, huh?
Very little. I've only looked at one story. Savvy's been doing some real good digging on it.
Yes, Savvy has been all up on it. Now, I just have some high points on here, but there was a big leak of all the Pokemon of the Game Freak stuff, and that's been really interesting to look at. The source code leaked in the Game Freak and Game Freak was hacked. And this has been confirmed by Game Freak that this did happen. This is from Pirate Nation over on X. Says people making Nintendo emulators and Nintendo ROMs are helping publishers by making old games available that are no longer being sold by the copyright owner. This does not hurt anyone and allows gamers the opportunity to play their old favorites. What's the problem? Problem is it's illegal. This is from Nintendo's website themselves. This is them talking about this, and now they've been hacked. So a little bit of karma right here. What was interesting was apparently this is the origin. And Blabs, I would like for you to read this if possible. This is the origin of the Pokemon story. Okay, Blabs?
Yeah.
So I would like for you to read this in the best way possible, please.
Okay. In the beginning, there was a swell of chaos. Everything slowly mixed together and everything was unclear. One day, a large egg appeared in the center. The egg continued to sway there. When the swell stopped, the egg spilled out and broke. The absolute god, Os, was born. The scattered pieces of the shell transformed into giants and attacked the newly born Os one after another. I'm assuming it's Oz. I'm not sure. However, Oz continued to grow rapidly and continued to defeat the giants. A fierce battle ensued, but finally Oz defeated all the giants. Wounded, Oz decided to create an alter ego. As the left and right sides of Oz's body looked different, he decided to create two alter egos. Oz gathered the bodies of the giants he had defeated and poured his own blood into them. What is this, man? Anyway, when
to be fair, from what Savvy was saying in the Flashcast room, is that these are kind of just different takes on Japanese folklore. And there's some crazy Japanese folklore.
Okay.
So if that's true, then that's a different thing. But it doesn't change the fact it's just some of it, especially to us, Westerners looking at it, it's kind of wild shit.
Sounds wacky.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I read that. Okay, so when the alter ego modeled after his left side was born, the area was filled with light. Oz named it EA? Yeah, games. The god of light. When the one who resembled his right side was born, time began to flow. Oz named him EA, the god of time. What? So they're both EA?
Yep.
EA games. Challenge everything.
So that apparently is the origins of the Pokemon universe. Did you know Pokemon was that deep?
No.
No, of course not.
I just like the story of how they all became friends. It's such a hopeful story, full of light and happiness.
They're all buddies. That's right. Just absolute destruction and blood and all sorts of great stuff. There was also in this leak, apparently, an unreleased Super Nintendo game of Game Freaks that was leaked online. Did you see this, Flash?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, this was a game called Quinty for the Super Nintendo, also known as Mindell Palace for North America. Is notable for being the first game created by Game Freak, which would later produce Pokemon. So they have this in their files here. Thanks to the Game Freak leak, we know that a remake of Quinty was created for the Super Famicom, but was never released. The game was apparently intended to be Japan only, Nintendo Power distribution service, which allowed players to play to flash games and on special rewritable cartridges, which is pretty awesome. And apparently
that was a big thing over there.
Yeah,
with the disk drive Famicom stuff.
The leak also reveals there are plans to release the game on the Wii Virtual Console, but this never happened. So pretty neat stuff. It's always fun to see all this stuff that kind of comes out from these leaks. And
I just like knowing why they're called Game Freak. Now we kind of know.
Yeah, they had some
a lot of sex stuff.
Moments. Yeah,
a lot of sex stuff coming out from Game Freak.
Mm-hmm.
I also learned that the actual Disney artists of Disney, because somebody posted about this and showed one of the images of the gadget chick from Chippendale's Rescue Rangers just getting absolutely plowed by Dale. And that was drawn by an official artist on the show. I guess there's a whole vault of this porn at Disney. They would have their official artists draw these characters fucking. Didn't know that.
That's sounds like something I don't want to hear more about. All right. Nice. All right. There you go. Thank you for sharing, Flash. Appreciate that. Well, maybe we'll get Savvy on. Actually, Savvy will be joining us on Thursday this week along with Kirsha. So that I'm sure we'll do a deep dive into the Pokemon nonsense, and I'm sure Savvy will have lots of information then. So that'll be great. So, anyways, more on the Pokemon leaks here in the next little bit. All right, I want to finish up today before we get to all your support with this video. This is a phenomenal palate cleanser of the day, and I found this via Clown World over on X. The post here is simply, I'm done with Lowe's. This guy is up top. He has a 45-pound box that, 45 pounds. That's one thing you put on it's one weight, one of the big weights that you're lifting at the gym, right? So this guy is up top, and his job is to bring the 45-pound container down. Flash, have you seen this video yet?
No.
Audio is very important here. Okay. So let's check out let's see what happens here.
What?
Come down.
Just keep coming down. Oh, wait, I'm in the way. All right, come down.
Look at all the boxes on him, and he's like, I can't even push the box up. He can't even push
45 pounds. I'm sorry, but
45 pounds.
What a pussy.
It's outstanding.
I'm begging you. Somebody come. Come down. You gotta come down. I can't.
Is this fake?
Moving. Man, I don't know how to work the machine.
I don't know, but if it's fake, they did a really good job, because I mean, they don't just let you on these forklifts for a reason, or these lifts for a reason.
45 pounds. That's got to be fake.
I don't know.
Are they just
man.
because you don't see any of their faces? So I'm wondering, are they just fucking around?
It has to be. Like, why didn't they just use like a forklift?
You know what? If it is, awesome, but I still got a giggle out of it. Listen to his strain here at the end.
Help!
Please, I'm begging you.
Please, I'm begging you.
Somebody come. Come down. You gotta come down. I can't. The machine's not moving. Man, I don't know how to work the machine.
Maybe he's retarded, because they think they have to. Well, he wouldn't be allowed on the forklift. He was retarded. I think.
Yeah, you. If you're being hired, you have to be able to do all those things that you're required to do, like standing for long hours, lift things, and all that.
Yeah, there should be a weight requirement that you have to be able to lift to work there.
I mean, that's the thing, is we live in a time where we are asking if it's fake, but it could be real. Would anybody be surprised if this wasn't real? I mean, like I could absolutely see that happening, which is why I think it's really funny. Whether it's fake or not, it's great stuff. So
maybe it's old. Maybe it's heavier than 45 pounds, and they just screwed up.
Maybe, but he at a certain point to see this box just leaned up against him, and him just like like this is my favorite right here, where he has the box leaning down against him, and he's pinned between the box and the machine up at the top. It's just outstanding. I love it. Anyways, I saw it this morning and I just giggled at it. I loved everything about that. And listen, normal men, you better be able to lift 45 pounds.
Pyro in the chat says, according to some internet research, it's actually 120 pounds. That is a little more believable.
Yeah, especially because it's so big that he might not have a good hold on it. Oh, chat's also saying maybe it's kilos, because then that's a lot different. Pounds.
Help!
Oh, a man should be able to lift 120 pounds. That's like an adult woman in most cases. So,
well, either way, I did giggle at that man struggling. 45 kilograms is 99 pounds. So either way, you probably should be able to lift 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. But either way, great stuff. All right, let's get to some of your support today, guys. Thank you very much for any and all Super Chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. Guess what? It's time to read them. Flash, why don't you, we always like to give you an opportunity to bounce. So why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, my friend?
Find me at Yellow Flash 2 on YouTube, and just Yellow Flash, and on Twitter at Yellow Flash Guy. Just went over 100,000 followers on Twitter.
Ooh, wow.
Never thought I
100K?
would see that.
Wow, look at you.
But thanks to
blowing up.
Elon, I made it.
Hey, we did it, Elon. We did it. Way to go. That's great to see. And congratulations to you. Way to go. That's great. Oh, you know what? Oh, Kamala's here.
We did it, Joe.
Oh,
It looks so fake.
good for you, Flash. Good for you. All right, buddy. Well, hey, have a great day. We'll obviously, you can find Flash's link down below. Appreciate you, buddy.
Pick up sparking so we can fight.
Okay. I'm going to learn all of the lore when it comes to Dragon.
Actually, real quick, did you get Marvel vs. Capcom? Did you get that collection?
I did not get the collection. Should I get the collection?
Yeah, so we can make content out of it.
On Steam?
Yeah, get
Okay.
it on Steam.
Okay, I'm going to go buy it right now.
All right.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye.
You guys allow me to buy these games. Thank you very much with your support. Appreciate it. So let's read off some of that support. Blaz, what do we got today?
All right, Six String says, glad to see you made it home safely, Blabs. Hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you very much. I did. Miku says, we're going to talk about Typhlosion slamming, right? What? Anyway, thanks, Miku. Student Soul Silver says, really, Pokemon Gold, but not Silver? I'll let it pass, Blabs. Listen. Got nothing. Mercenary says, watching Legal Mindset going over the Pokemon leaks. Thank you, Mercenary. Mercenary also gifted 1 membership. If you got one, please say thank you in the chat and consider paying it forward. Lieutenant Sliver says, are we trying to turn Blabs into Fujoshi? No, anyway, whatever. Gaming Baker says, Chris Columbus, isn't he the guy who directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies? Yes, and Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire, all the good stuff. TK says, Robert Partners, easy to turn on, full of energy, and finally a reason to look at all the AI selling points. But like a real partner, you still get stuck with the bill. Okay. Z Reincarnation says, tell Kabrutus to add Madame Sevi in his DEI detected list for removing jiggle physics. Winter Fox says, Sweet Baby Inc. is the most visible one. There are so many of these companies that aren't as talked about, even though they do almost the same thing. Yes. Mercenary also says that Crema is God's point system and they hit neg jackpot. Tanks.
All right.
I don't know. Mephisto says, how's the final solution to the gamer problem going right now? Fight back, fight. Tech support says, as a black man, every brother has a mic, camera, and an internet access. It's called a smartphone. The silence narrative is getting really friggin' old.
Mm-hmm.
A says, welcome back, Blabs. That pic of you wearing, that was already read. Thank you very much, but it was a kimono. I just didn't disappear on StreamYards. Mercenary says, we are the real journalists now. We define it now.
I think there's truth in that.
Benjamin says, Craig, hi. Forget not the DAV Elgard critic streamer. I can't write her name because of YouTube being censorious. She wants you to liaise with her first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What?
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about, Benjamin. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think continue. Oh, sorry, Blabs.
Cajun Corey says, Blabs is back. Oh, no. Anyway, babes. Hi, Cajun Corey. Mercenary says, talk to Razorfist. He can tell you about the China connection, the cultural power they want to dominate. Please talk to him about it. Thanks, Mercenary. James says, I'll post them on the Gamergate 2 website. Gary says, Typhlosion did nothing wrong. Who? Thank you.
This is just for record. This is an origin story in Pokemon.
Oh.
So.
Right.
Yes.
Lewis says, as a Mexican, I approve of Sparkin Zero. PSA, all cartel and lawn mowing operations will be put on hold for a week during the release. Mercenary says, I'm fine with creation stories. It complements my Christianity. I'm serious. I don't get the hate on creation stories. Mercenary also says, I saw Salty Cracker show this. I can lift this box. Thanks, Mercenary. And Miku says he doesn't like number 45 for another reason, too. And then Mercenary says, Sweet Baby and Karma. And then Elite Neo says, hey, Blabs, did you visit the Cat and Rabbit Islands during your trip to Japan? I did not. I did go to the Maid Cafe. I was called Princess. And to get people's attention, you have to go, meow, meow. Anyway. Yeah. If you wanted the waitress to come over to you, you go, meow, meow. Moin, moin, cute. Anyway, Golden Nuggets sent a $2 tip saying the general of a sane steam, and then Spoon Ninja sent $1 saying, "Hail Kabrutus," just gonna chill back there. Anyway, Spoon Ninja also sent $1 tip saying, "Did someone say my name when it's picture of Conan?" No, we didn't. Anyway, gonna come back now. I could just pull you in. Hello. What?
You make this show weird. and I love it. I love it. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow.
You do the hands too. Meow meow.
Abdulio came in with a 5. Says Game Freak leak is quite literally from internal documents of design, lore, interviews, information on release, canceled, and unreleased games, even the source code of Pokemon games, having happened after Nintendo's takedown of the Ryujinx emulation feels karmic. Yes, for sure. Thank you. Delta says that Game Freak leak is exactly why we need to keep Nintendo of America. Someone there will invite a consultant group, and they read the Typhlosion story and said, "Wow, this is a real friendly story." That's a joke, maybe. Welcome back, Blabs. Yeah, we didn't even get into that. I should have pulled that up, but I didn't. Eric says with the 5 says Blab's going to be even more jet lag tomorrow. And
I mean, I've been back for 2 days already, so I should be okay.
Overlord Tengai Goku came in, says, always like your streams about what's going on in the gaming industry. Also, I watch Yellow Flash a lot. This is how I saw all the other content creators you guys hang out with, especially Nerdrotic Geeks and Gamers, Critical Drinker. Stay awesome. Thank you so much, Overlord. Appreciate that. Delta says, to be fair to Metaphor's policies, it's roughly the same as Final Fantasy 16. If Flash remembers that that has a big class divide story, but it omits racial prejudice. In Metaphor, it's the same. You got some dark skin and light skin, pink colored bunny girls who want equality. All right, Delta. Thanks for the heads up on that. All right, let's see. What else do we got? Oh, we got some Rumble rants. Thank you guys very much for your Rumble rants. Mo was talking about, I read that one off earlier, talking about the lady behind the door with the Rex robot over there. Market Reality says, do these Rex robots have a realistic woman personality? If so, how much is the therapy? Mighty Megatron wanted you to sniff your prize that you got out of your vending machine. Vault,
that's weird. No.
Vault came in and said, Blab's New Japan trip fun reward have a tag on them written in English. I wonder who the target customer base is.
Probably tourists, because all those vending machines are like the 18+ ones.
Two's News says, did Blabs have to sleep in those tiny box hotels?
No, I did not. I had 2 actually different hotels because we went from Tokyo to Osaka. I have a quick little story though about the plane ride there. I told Craig this real fast. So on the plane ride there, some elderly lady collapsed. Like, don't know what happened. She was way above in the front, and they kept calling for a medic over on the comms. Like, if somebody's a doctor, please come forward to the front of the plane. We need you. And they kept doing it. So I kept thinking that we were gonna have to do like an emergency, like a landing. And then like we were flying over like Yukon. It's like, where the hell do you land? That's Canada, the vast openness. And I'm like, oh my God. And then she ended up like waking up, and they put her on an oxygen mask and everything, and they had to help her walk her to the end of the plane. And then she disappeared. And then we never saw her again. And I was like, what happened to her? Is she gone? Like, I'm assuming they took her to like a medic station that they have hidden, like, I don't know, maybe downstairs or upstairs. I don't really know how like things work.
Yeah, hold on.
Plain talk.
Yeah. What are we even doing here?
What are we doing?
Plain talk.
So what happened to this woman? She was never to be seen from again. This flight was like 12 hours long, guys, and this happened maybe 3, 4, 5 hours in or whatever. It's like, what happened? She's some elderly lady on an oxygen mask, like tank and everything, just gone.
That's still my favorite intro that we have. It's so abrupt and so mean. Well, rest in peace, lady who died on the plane in the back seat.
I hope she did. And I was like, is it why?
Saint came in. He says, finally, Blabs has come back to side scrollers. There you go. And Vault came in says happy Columbus Day and the introduction of civilization and enlightenment to the new world. Let's go. And B Bear says Home Alone and the first 2 Harry Potter films are considered classics. So to this day, let us remember the man who directed those films.
Cheers, Chris Columbus. Why would they name him that? Like, parents, what are you thinking? It's kind of like the same thing with Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan. It's like, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Then we got Master Gawa says, in honor of Blabs surviving Japan, she should play Akiba's Trip. Undead and undressed. You fight vampires in Japan by unexpectedly ripping their clothes off.
I don't think I could do that on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome. All righty. Hey, guys, do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. We're just trying to finish the show. We've been here live and Blabs is back. How great is that? I want you guys to have a great rest of your day. I got some more videos coming up on things we didn't get a chance to hit today, including some fun stuff about everyone's favorite Kotaku blogger, as well as some Steam stuff. So more videos throughout the day on topics we haven't been able to hit. With that said, we appreciate you guys popping in. Hit the thumbs up button if you're new. We'd love for you guys to come back tomorrow when we're back at it again, 11 a.m. Central Time. We're growing a little bit more every single day with 102,000 normal men. You guys have a great rest of your day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.